128 players came to Cardiff. The best of the best from around the globe. They have just one hope, one dream, to be the best 9-ball pool player on the planet. Hi there, welcome to the Cardiff International Arena as we bring you highlights from Day 7 of the Hasseröder World Pool Championship 2002. This is the format of the competition. 16 players remain. It's a straight knockout, a race to 11 racks, and the winner breaks. These are the matches. Alex Pagulayan against Marcus Chamat of Sweden. Alex Lely taking on Kunihiko Takahashi. Earl the Pearl Strickland meets Jeremy Jones, and it's Oliver Ortmann against the legendary Efren Reyes. Let's join the action between Alex Pagulayan and Marcus Chamat. 6 each. Let's pick up the action in the 13th rack. It's 6-6.
Ball down off the break.
And an outside chance. Well, more than an outside chance. A shot on the one. A bit of aggression there. The adrenaline starting to pump in both these players. Got a massive kick, the cue ball there, that Chamat was worried about. He has been left now with a long, thin cut. I know you mentioned that Alex Pagulayan can use the rest to great effect. I'm not so sure about Marcus Chamat. My memory fails me in his abilities with the rest. If he's not a good rest player, he may turn the shot down.
Well, most of the pool players that I've seen, he's calling for the rest or the rake, Steve, and most of them that I've seen look very unorthodox with the way they use it. They don't look like they're comfortable at all. So we'll have a look at Marcus. You've got to believe that even in Europe, he's seen a few snooker tables in his day, whether or not he spent any time on them.
He seems to have an orthodox cueing action with the rest. And looking at this, I should think he'll make it. Position on the 2, all important. I think he played that safe.
Guaranteed he did where he was going with the cue ball, and he hasn't achieved it. He's left that one sticking out. A difficult shot for Pagulayan, but Marcus was looking to keep him in jail there.
Actually, I think from our screens, they're a little bit deceiving. He can hit the barest edge of this. He could even overcut it. It is very tight.
Yeah, Steve, exactly. Didn't intend that pocket. At least I didn't think he did. Not going to get a smile from Alex there.
Well, it was very thin. And the clever thing about that shot was that if he had have missed the pot, he had an element of safety in the shot. So, you know, that was a controlled kick out of a snooker, out of a hook, with giving himself a chance of getting lucky. And the better he judged the shot, the more chance he was of getting a bit lucky. If he's dead straight on this blue 2, and you can see where he's putting his finger now on the table, can he pot the red 3 from the jaws of the pocket he intends to pot the blue 2 in? Or, if that's not a possibility, does he chip the blue 2 in the middle pocket and try and hold for the red 3 on the left-hand side of the table? He doesn't like it, that's for sure.
Nothing easy about either path to victory in this rack. much more difficult shot, taking the 2 into the side pocket, but it could afford a lot more in the positional end.
Bit of safety as well, an insurance policy, but he's playing the run through, and that is an excellent shot. Trouble only in the fact that 3 to 4 is now a problem, but that was as well struck as you could possibly wish. Can he hold this? Does the 4 go easily into the centre? It must do. He wouldn't have played it that way otherwise. Race to 11 racks, moved up from 9 to 11 as we reach the last 16. So still a way to go to the finishing line.
He spends a lot of time, his free time, at a lot of the dance clubs in and around Toronto. He says that if he
tripping over handbags.
Yeah, tripping over handbags. If he wins this tournament, Steve, he's going to do a little disco dance around the main table.
I can't wait.
Moonwalking. Right now, he's dancing to the beat. It's going to try and get him 7-6 in front of Marcus Chamat. 2 away from that. Alex was trying to will that 1 ball back into the center of the table, or at least to try and leave a shot at it. There you can see the country's still alive here in the last 16. 8 of them. 128 players started out this event. Actually, there were a lot more. There were 128 that qualified, and there's last year's finalist and a former world champion, Germany's Ralph Souquet.
Yes, Ralph staying on to support his fellow compatriot Oliver Ortmann later in the day.
Push out cold.
And what a tall order he's confronted with.
He plays Efren Reyes, the magician, who hasn't really been troubled in this tournament so far. Pagulayan playing a push out, is that correct?
Looks like it, Steve, and this is perfectly legal, only following the break. So he can push that cue ball into his chosen area. Bit of a gambling shot, really, this.
You don't want to push out if you've got anything that's a better alternative, because of course you let your opponent back to the table with the choice of him playing the shot or putting you back in. So you have this dilemma of where to put the cue ball so that you've got a shot yourself if the guy puts you back in, but you haven't given your opponent that much of a shot that he wants to take it. And really, it's a disadvantage to play the push, unless you can really out-kid your opponent somehow. Looks like he's going to push the 3 just to the rail, just past the middle pocket to make it an awkward potting position. Oh, that's a very advanced positional play. I mean, he's put himself into a worse position. Chamat now will probably put him back in. How's he going to kick?
Well, the Filipino players renowned as being the best kickers in the game. And to kick, meaning to get out of a snooker or a hook.
So he sacrificed a thinner escape on the 1, but he's not even going for the 1 direct. He's going to just push it in behind the 5. And with that 3 now on the cushion, he's blocked off a potential path for the 1 should he have pushed it up the table a bit. An excellent shot, although Chamat has a chance to do the same. We saw this earlier on in the match. Pagulayan was left a similar shot to Chamat's. Chamat was able to manoeuvre the 3 balls into a snooker. This doesn't look to be on as the 1 and 5 are touching, but that's Chamat's line. He's looking at going off 2 cushions to go across, graze across the face of the 1, to try and line the 3 balls up and put Pagulayan back in a snooker. Very little chance, I would think, of him leaving this ball on, but a big chance of him putting the balls into a situation where Pagulayan could get the advantage. 2 cushions or 1 cushion? The choice is yours, Marcus. Perhaps from this position the 1 cushion is the better angle to come in from. I think he made the right decision. Can you see an edge there, Jim? Have a look at our screen. You moved. You did the commentator's nightmare. Moved to see on the television to see if you could get a better look. Doesn't matter where you look, it's the same picture.
Nothing changes. I don't think he can get through to the edge of the 1. If he can, well, he's queuing up as though he can, Steve, and he can play a little more aggressive safety here from this position.
Chamat's in trouble after this. Perhaps not enough. He's upset there. That's a weak shot from Pagulayan, and he's actually put himself in trouble.
Well, he took the long path home back to his chair, decided to walk around the table and survey the situation, and it isn't going to change for him.
He did a lap of dishonour. Those small mistakes, and it doesn't look a mistake. If that was a snooker match, you'd say you were quite happy with that. But that is a mistake in 9-ball pool, to allow your opponent to see an edge where really there was a big area with the green 6 and the pink 4 in making sure he had to come via a cushion to hit this 1.
And mistakes really come under the magnifier here, because they can cost you a good number of racks, as has already been displayed.
May not be as fateful for Pagulayan as I first thought. Perhaps a very soft snooker behind the 5 is the order of the day here, just nudging the 1 up the cushion a fraction. Oh, he didn't like that. And as he left the 1-3 on, tough 1-3 combination down the rail, very difficult with both balls so close to the cushion. But it would pay dividends should he get it.
Does he have the courage to take this on? What are his options?
Not a lot. There are situations where you look around and think it's a harder safety shot, and one that I could lose the initiative from, that even if you don't fancy the combination, it is the right shot to go for. He doesn't like this combination. He knows from experience that this is very missable, but what else does he do?
Well, that's what I was thinking, Steve. I'm looking for a way that he can possibly play this safe, and nothing's jumping out at me. And Alex is pretty aggressive by nature. It is the type of game that lends itself to aggression, if you're willing to take the bull by the horns. And certainly, with a positive nature, dividends can be forthcoming.
And unfortunately for Pagulayan, that combination that I would say was less than 50-50 has gone wrong, and looking every bit like this match will be locked at 7-7. Neither player able to break away from the other once the game got level. Could go all the way to the wire, this one.
Good clean pot on the 1 there.
He didn't want to move that 3 ball. If he had have clipped the 3 ball in that shot, you never know how that could have ended up interfering with the 2 ball. So bit of steering going on with the cue there.
Now you can see 3, 4, 5, everything in the open, and Marcus really doesn't have to work that cue ball too much now. (7-7) virtually assured, short of something that I really can't see coming from Marcus Chamat.
Some lack of concentration on 7 to 9 would be the only way.
Yeah, if you can just leave the cue ball into an area just where he's showing you now with his Q-tip. Leave a nice angle to be able to attack position to the 9.
2 places he wants to be, either short of the 7 or on the side cushion with the 7. The one place he doesn't really want to be is dead straight, but really he can organise a positional shot from any place on this table. Just to be careful of that middle pocket. He's a bit closer than he would have liked for comfort, but 7-7, and we are getting quite nicely set up for a grandstand finish. Chamat not happy there for a second. He's just got
like he was distracted there, Steve. Something just put him off.
Yes, I'm not too sure what it was.
Well, we've just been told that there's a fly in the arena that may have just landed in his vision. No bother, though. The 9 deposited.
Welcome back. It's Pagulayan against Chamat. We're in the 15th rack as we join the action. It's 7-7. Chamat at the table.
Look at this for a result. Well, how's your luck, Marcus Chamat?
Well, Alex Pagulayan comes to the table with mixed emotions. The first emotion was, thank goodness he missed it. The second is, how lucky can you get? What looks to be a 2-cushion escape. This could be a bit more dangerous, I feel. He tried to get safe behind the balls there with side spin. Oh, once again he's left a combination. The 1 cannon now, the carom onto the 9 ball. That would also have an element of safety on the 1.
This is guaranteed to be taking this one on.
He can play this softly and send the 1 to the cushion behind the 4. Perhaps behind the 4.
He's having a good look at this from both sides. And however he plans to attack this, you watch for the 9.
It is a bit of a narrow angle. He can't play what is known as a... At least I don't think he can play what is known as a half ball shot. If he were to try and get the cue ball to come off the 1 at its widest possible path, he would hit the 9 ball into the top cushion. So he has to play a little bit thinner on the 1 ball. I don't think he's not even going for it. Well, that's a surprise.
Possible combination, Steve?
What, the 1 onto the 9? Yeah, but that leaves that they're still on if he misses it. Great
9
shot.
there. What a shot from Chamat. Now 8-7 to Marcus Chamat, all set for rack number 16.
A race to 11, and the winner place in the last 8, and a potential here for an easy out.
Just recomposed himself there. And now on the 3. And every chance to go 9-7 in front of Canada's Alex Pagulayan. Alex won the Canadian 9-ball championships last summer in a thrilling final over another player that came over here for his first time, Eddie Galati. And Eddie failed to qualify for the elimination stages. And many eyes back home watching Alex and cheering very hard for him to get through. And right now, Marcus Chamat bidding very strongly to become the winner of this match.
Lost the white ball there. That was the worst break Chamat has come up with so far. But he's got a chance.
Every chance here, Steve. Another look at the lay of the land here, and no doubt that Marcus is going to be looking at the 2-4 combination, and he'll want to leave himself a nice angle on the 2.
I say the worst break there, Jim, unless he decided to play a different break off the sort of the cut break where the cue ball goes to the side cushion to try and affect a better spread of the balls, but he may have just lost it a bit to the left.
Risky shot, this one. He doesn't want to turn it back. He has seized the initiative, and failure at this attempt could well let Alex Pagulayan right back in.
There's no need to play this shot. There really isn't a need. Unless,
played,
of course, he gets it.
Well,
and
he
wins.
played a more difficult one earlier.
Yes. Okay, the best way to knock the 4 in is to play the blue 2 into the cushion and then back out across, but then the blue 2 goes a bit safe. He'd have the cue ball going over to that side of the table, so it'd be okay. Both balls would be lined up, perhaps.
I think Stevie's going to try and snick this too, and play off the cushion and take the cue ball back into the safety end.
Okay, Jim.
A loose prediction, but I just got a feeling from Marcus that he realizes that he sees it. Now, as I say that, he's eyeing up the combination.
Yeah, the only problem with that is the ideal angle is the middle pocket to contact the side cushion. He's not certain to get behind them unless he gets very close to that middle pocket.
Oh, what a shot there. Little clench of the fist to punctuate knocking that 4-ball in.
Well, he made it look easy, and of course, you know, it was always going to be going towards that puck, but if he'd actually caught the pink 4 on the right-hand side, he could have missed it to the left of the pocket. And now, all of a sudden, by being brave, Chamat has just to negotiate the brown 7 in trundling up the table. Too far. Oh, he says.
Just 3 days remain to see who will be crowned the Hasseröder 2002 World 9-Ball Championship. And the crowds here in Cardiff have come out in droves to support this event and pick their chosen player and follow his path through. It's been a terrific venue, and what a host Cardiff has been for this event.
Taking a bit of time with this shot. Doesn't really want to collide into the 9-ball, and should he do that, he could ruin his position on the 5. First of all, can he get past the 9? No. Did it ruin his position? Doesn't need to be said, does it, really? He could, of course, if he'd have caught that 9-ball a bit thicker, have ended up in the jaws of the pocket, completely the wrong side of the 5. That would have been a nightmare scenario for Chamat.
Well, the European followers will be certainly keeping an eye on the progress of both Chamat and Oliver Ortmann in this event.
This is a bad shot. That is a weak shot from Chamat. Absolutely no need to be as close to the 7 as that. And now, although he has a chance of the 7 into the corner or the centre, he has more work to do with the cue ball. And every time you have to make that cue ball travel a longer path around the table, there is a chance that something could go wrong. So he's going to cut the 7 in the middle, send the cue ball back up the table. Then the 9 could interfere with this shot for the natural angles. So perhaps a bit of side spin to come into this area rather than down the left-hand side of the table after cutting. Or does he go for the brown 7 in the corner, come round the back of the 8, or play very softly for the 8? So many options, but so many things can go wrong.
In the end, he made it look a lot easier than it was.
I just wasted a load of breath there, didn't I?
8-9 to leave but one rack away for Marcus Chamat and a place in the last 8. And confirmation now of that scoreline, 10-7, Marcus Chamat. Marcus Chamat is trying to focus in on the finish line and hoping to be playing the last rack of the afternoon for him. This would be a great win over Alex Pagulayan. Certainly came into this as a slight underdog, I feel.
And this would be a great opening shot to make position on the 3. This 1 does go in the centre pocket, but he can't really afford to hit it too firmly.
Steve, it looks like he has to play this into the corner with a lot of left-hand side on the cue ball.
Yep.
He's looking at it about 3 or 4 times, but this surely has to go down into the top pocket.
He was looking at the possibility of just leaving the cue ball in the jaws of the middle pocket and playing the thin cut on the 3. But this with speed, well, he can play this with speed. It's a bit further away from that point than I thought. But can he get enough topspin on the ball afterwards to get down the table? He's going to pot the ball in the left-hand part of the pocket, put topspin on the cue ball, and effectively the spin will take it down towards the 3. Unless he decides to play... No, he's now changed his mind, I think, into the corner. Undecided.
It always appeared to be his only option for position to the 3. And now, look at the balls remaining on the table. Just 7 colors away from Marcus Chamat and a place in the quarterfinals here in Cardiff.
So, the Killer Pixie looks to be going back to Canada. And it's sad to see Alex Pagulayan go out of the tournament. He's a very likeable young man, and also the type of person who has the charisma to be a great world champion.
Absolutely, and very interactive with all the people that have been here at the arena, playing around with them, having a good laugh. He's terrific fun to have around. Certainly won't be a lot of fun to see him head back. But then again, you've got to tip your hat to the way Marcus Chamat has stuck to his guns here. The way Pagulayan came back at him after he forged a 5-0 lead. A lesser player could easily have folded his tent.
Two of the nice guys are Paul. Oh, he didn't like that. He's got the wrong side of the 6, which means the 7 has to go into the top right hand on our screens. Green 6, followed by brown 7, black 8, stripy yellow 9. Nice few dollars and a place in the last 8. All you've got to do is knock the 4 balls in. And they should be simple, Jim, but when it's the finishing line, That's when the arm gets most tense. Well, he chose to take that top right-hand corner pocket completely out of play, and has got ideal position now.
And perfect angle on the 8-2 to complete the victory here for Chamat. And look at him. The celebration has started. He knows it. The 9 down, and Marcus Chamat has just beaten Alex Pagulayan from Canada 11-7. He will be through to the quarterfinals.
Welcome back. It's Lely against Takahashi. Back to the action. We join it in the 18th rack.
Well, he didn't hit that hard enough to draw, so he was just hitting it deep so that he could hit a more gentle shot and still maintain position on that table. Yeah, he was able to keep it there with that deep punch.
Right. Talking about deep punches, how about a quick punch to the pink 9?
No, I don't think so. The way he's set up, he's going to come back across the table, play the 4 in the same pocket as the 2 ball, and just go out from there. Great shot.
Yep. On the money on the pink.
He does have to go across the table and back for the orange, but that won't be any problem for this man. You know, really, since the 6 ball is lying down here on the foot rail, he could just draw out to center table and use the angle off the 5 to make his trip to the 6 more feasible.
Well, he's trying to save the game with these balls. Takahashi would do it if he could take this rack. So Alex being meticulous in his preparation.
Critical shot. He has decided to draw back out to mid-table. Now he'll use more right on this ball to spin back for the 6. He can't put a lot of deep draw in it. He doesn't want to flirt too much with that side pocket unless he's further away from it than it appears here in the booth.
Yeah, low.
Well, he is hitting it
right,
low and
English.
right. Using the spin brings him back. Oh, just about as good as you could get for that 6 ball from there.
10-8 coming up. Remember, winner breaks. Lely could go all the way now.
Well, that's a very fine shot. He got on the right side of the 7 ball where it's the easy path to the 8. He can just stun right toward that 8 ball.
Yep. Yeah. Wiped its feet, bobbled half out. But safe. 10-8 coming up, coming in with bit of bottom spin to draw back. A snidge and pocket this. Game could be about to turn. It's for 10-8.
One more break shot.
Could you please be quiet while you're taking your seats?
And if that 1 ball will continue, he's got a shot here, Sid.
Absolutely, truly has. position to the blue 2 could be very difficult though, given that the yellow 1 is about an inch in from the cushion.
Well, more than just very difficult. This is almost too much to ask for. He's got to draw this ball back so far to get shape on the 2 ball, unless he's going to settle for a safety here. He doesn't want to do that. He wants to. Oh no, he tried to draw back, tried to get the shape. In his favor, that 1 ball's in a tough spot. I mean, that cue ball's in a tough spot right now. Oh, he just jawed it out. Drove it into the rail early.
Give him his due there. He had a shot off it too, even if he had a put of the 1. So here we go. The former world champion could step in now and sew this up.
Well, Kunihiko has basically the same problem. He's got a tough shot. He's got a very difficult bridging situation, jacked up over these balls. So the cue ball will actually hop up into the air when he hits this. That always happens when you've got to raise the butt into the cue stick. The ball doesn't roll down. It tends to hop down to where the 1 ball is, and that can throw things off. And he's still got to get back on the 2 ball. This is a tough, tough shot.
Oh,
he's missed it poorly.
Yes, very bad miss. And look what's happened now.
Did he leave it? Yes, he's left that ball in front of the side pocket. It is set up.
Could be 2 or 3 twists in this river.
There's a look.
Well, you did spell out, Jerry, the difficulty because of the cue angle when he hit this.
Oh, look how frustrated he is to see where that 1 ball winds up. Oh, man. Because he knows now Alex can set this up so that he can make that 2 ball and break this trio of balls apart. The 6, 8, and 9 are a problem now, but he can end that problem on the very next shot. Needs to get past that. Well,
has he still got the angle to break them up?
Well, he's got the angle, but he's got to be bridging over a ball now. See, he can come into this 2 ball.
Yep.
And he can choose to either bank the 2 or put it over here in the side pocket. Either way, he's got the angle to come hit this 6. And that'll just collide with these balls, and they'll separate out nicely. And he could be okay. But the bridge is the tough part. The bridge is the tough part. He's got to
remind you, this is for who goes into the last 8 of the World Championship.
Yeah, it was so tough he decided to play a safety.
And that looks pretty vicious.
A very good one. A very good one. But now the table stays tough. And since he was going to turn the table over to his opponent, he wanted the table to stay tough.
Still a strong chance then for Alex Lely, who surged with 5 racks.
How frustrated do you think Takahashi must be now? I mean, here he was up 9-2 in this match, and he's just been fighting to get a game. What a great hit. Oh, what a great safety. You might see the jump cue come out on this one.
Oh, but surely he couldn't have planned the contact with the orange.
No. No, he couldn't have, but it sure worked out well. Let's see if Alex is going to jump it. He hasn't gone for the jump bag yet.
Takahashi takes these balls. He's through to the last 8. Lely needs this track and 2 more.
Well, his 2 main options are a jump or a 2-rail kick. If he goes the 2-rail route, you'll see him drive this ball into the top rail. Just here, off this rail, and into the 2.
Well, He's got to think about more than just hitting it.
Yeah, he's going to spin it instead of roll it, it looks like.
Mustn't dolly it up for Takahashi.
It has to hit a rail or it's a foul. He's hit a rail.
Is it a cut?
Clean shot. Oh, yeah, this is a cut. Definitely a cut because the position is natural. He'll have the speed to go right back up table for the 4-ball.
And is there a possible plant that would take the 9 in from the 6 through the black?
No. I mean, there is, but you would never play it at this stage in the tournament. Well, he's just made things a bit tougher by pushing that 7-ball down onto the rail, as if life were not hard enough already for this man.
If he clears these balls, he's in the last 8.
Boy, this last rack just seems to avoid him every way possible. Both men now well deserving of this victory. You hate to see one be retired, but one will go home from here and one will go on. Oh, no angle really there to break these balls up. So he's got to play a safety on the 6th ball. Oh, just when you've got to stay at the table, you have to leave.
Well, he wasn't given much away expression-wise for most of this game, but after Lely around 5 racks and given you the dilemma that you pinpointed, Jerry, he's starting to show emotion now.
Well, how could you not? If the balls had broken apart just a little bit differently. Oh, he's got an offensive play now. Courageous shot there.
Because of the distance, there's an inch between the black and the green.
Yeah.
And he's found just the line to take the green to the opposite end pocket.
Indeed. The green ball here. The cue ball up and back for the 7. He wants it to stop.
He wanted it to stop 4 inches early to give him angle.
Now he's got to force this ball 3 rails to get on the 8 ball. As the 7 ball comes to this pocket, the cue ball will come against this rail this way and up to here, but he's got to force it. Oh, that is one tough shot to have to play at this stage in a match. And he's done it, Sid. What a beautiful pool shot.
Absolutely sensational. Still not looking very happy, though. Well, he looks totally dejected.
Well, he wanted to be another 2 inches off that rail.
Perfectionist.
And he wanted to be a little bit further down the rail. But he can work this out. He'll draw back.
So, former world champion Kunihiko Takahashi, after having been given a bit of a fright now by Alex Lely, looks like sewing up the game and going the last 8 here.
I can't really see his angle from where I'm sitting. He will either stun toward the center. Oh, okay. He's going to have to draw straight back and play the 9 ball in the same pocket he's now going to put the 8 ball into which he will now put the 8. Oh, he decided to form a shot up. My goodness.
My co-commentator stunned by the imagination in that shot. This then to end a grinder that Alex flared in, but only briefly. Came back with 5 racks, but in the end, Japanese lad held his cool in the last rack. Takahashi goes into the last 8.
Welcome back. It's Oliver Ortmann against Efren Reyes. We can join it in the 13th rack. It's in progress at the moment, and Reyes leads 9-3.
That's very difficult. If he does anything here, if he hits anything hard, I think he needs to try to go into the 5. Just come off the rail, try to hit the 5 solid.
That would come off the 5 ball in the direction of the 3.
Okay, he's not hit neither one. He's went right behind
and
the
he
9.
has snookered himself.
I think he did try to hit the 5, and he just underhit the cue ball a little bit. I think he was trying to hit the 5 here and just missed it.
An absolute evening of horror continues.
Yes, that's
for Oliver Ortmann.
That's kind of the way it's been for Oliver today.
Hidden by the 9 ball. Too close for a clean jump with a full playing cue.
Yeah, that's too close for any kind of jump, I think, Jerry. He's going to have to go. Well, can he even get to the side rail there to go back across? Wow, that looks close.
It doesn't appear that he can, Johnny. He may have to, take a 2 rail?
Wow, I don't really see much. I don't see much at all here, Jerry. If he can get by the 5, of course he can put a little bit of English on it to spin down to hit the 3. But I don't. Okay. Okay, it appears that he can get by the 5 here. He's just going to try to spin down and hit the 3. Very difficult again.
Well, he's faced one mountain after another. Some created by his own hand.
And it's not done anything for him. Okay. He's left it's kind of a tough little cut shot here, Jerry. It's not really easy because he has to hit it easy to try to hold for the 4 ball. And with it that thin, he can get away from him. He's just gonna. I don't know if he may try to hit it and maybe go for the side for the 4, or maybe just. He's definitely not hitting this easy, I don't think. Nope, he didn't hit it easy.
No, he nailed it.
And here it comes out. Perfect.
Eight ball down. Efren Reyes 1 ball away from the hill. And that's where the man stands, looking down.
By 10 racks differently.
Well, one thing you can say, he'll be back.
Oh, yes.
Oliver Ortmann, quite a champion.
Okay, there's the cue ball again, going toward the side again. Okay, Efren's.
Well, he has made a ball, but I can't tell if he has a shot here or not.
He's made the 7 ball on the break, and he's going to elect to kick at this ball. I don't think you'll see him push out here and try to kick. And
Gold is to slide the 1 ball up behind the 5-8.
I think you're right, Jerry. He's not done that at all. Okay, he's left a little bit of a chance here for Oliver. Oliver has the pocket on the 1 is pretty easy, but the cue ball's going into the 5, and of course the 2 balls down there, so that makes it tough.
Well, that's actually the pink 4 that the 1 ball is beside. And that's going to send the ball away from the 2. He's had just no great opportunities here lately.
Well, you seen Oliver take on a bank there. He was going to make his position. He said, well, I've had enough of this you know, playing safe and everything. He was going to bank it in, and he knew if he made it, he was going to have position.
This far behind in the match, you definitely have to play aggressive. You got to get some points going.
That was definitely an aggressive shot. Very good shot by Oliver.
You know, this is a natural on the 4-ball. He just has to get over to the right-hand side rail and stay there. Then he can take the 5-ball in the side pocket. Or would you prefer to move that cue ball and play that 5 in a corner?
No, I kind of like the side because the 4's a little full here. You know, I don't think you want to try to take a chance and over-hitting it or under-hitting or missing. The 5's on, so he elected to play it full. He definitely hit it full. But
he'll be playing the 6-ball in the same corner that you watched the 4-ball disappear.
Okay. 6 ball is going to be in the corner, 8 in the side, that's 9 in the lower left corner.
Wants the cue ball back to center table. Oliver Ortmann finally draws a mark.
Okay, Oliver broke the balls. No shot on the 1. He'll definitely be in a defensive shot here.
Defense just when he doesn't want it. But he does have a good opportunity for a safety. Well, that 2-ball's kind of tricky here.
Yeah, the 2-ball may present a problem, him going in behind the 5 and the 9.
You know, from the way he's cueing this, it looks like he's trying the 1-2 combination.
He could be. Or maybe a bank shot. Okay.
There's the bank shot.
And it's in, too. Very nice.
Good call, John. The man knows he needs to keep the balls falling in the pockets.
Well, as you can notice, he put the cue ball behind the 9 in case he missed for where the 1 would have been.
Very wily shot.
Wiley? C.J. Wiley. Oh, that's a player. I didn't know what you said there, Jerry.
Like Wiley Coyote. Cunning. And the 3-ball now will find the corner pocket to rest in. And he'll have to be playing the 4-5 combination on the lower left-hand corner.
Okay, he's pocketed a 3-ball. We have the 4 and the 5 combination. Shouldn't present a problem. The 4 will stop right around where the 5's at now. Okay.
What if Efren wins? Oliver Ortmann eyeing this 4-ball.
Okay, it looks like he's just going to think here. He just needs to pocket the 4, go over and shoot the 6 in the top right-hand corner. Okay, we see the left-hand shot. We've seen some weird left-hand shots today, so let's see if Oliver can do a little bit better. Okay, he went above the 6. Okay, he'll just screw the 6 back just a little bit. Okay, now he's got the 7 in the side. Come back over to about where his hand's at. Okay, 9 in the corner.
Well, the machine has recharged his batteries. Well, here's the ever-critical break shot. Oliver smacks the
very
balls
nice
apart.
break there.
Beautiful break.
Okay, 7's balls. I don't know. He may have
another misfortune.
Okay.
for Oliver. You saw it in his face there. Here's a look at the break. You see how this forms up. The one ball looks like it's going to be clear, but then here comes that brown 7. And more bad luck for the German.
Yep, that was a very tough shot. Very tough break, tough roll. I don't know if he can really be offensive here. He may have to push out. He wants to do something with the one because I think he can hit part of it. I don't think he can make it.
Well, with Reyes on the hill, he's got to do something to keep Reyes from any sort of offensive opportunity. But here, golly, there is no easy escape, Johnny.
No, not from here. I think whatever he does here, if he elects to go ahead and try to do something with the one to play safety or something, he's really taking a chance. Okay, he's rethinking, which is understandable, because this could be his last shot if he makes a mistake here, so he needs to give it all full effort.
Make it or break it time for Oliver Ortmann.
Okay. Oh, he can make it.
Critical shot, and he's held the cue ball short of the 6.
Oh, he can make it. Here we were thinking he was going to play safe, and he can make it. Very nice. Nicely done. I think he put a little bit of an inside English stroke on that, maybe to swerve a little bit around the 7. You know, look, the ball definitely died off the rail, so he had inside English on it.
Well, it was a great shot to be played under tremendous pressure. The pressure this man is under right now is huge. And it's taken a bit of the brightness out of Efren's face.
Needs to go. And I don't think it's far enough. He's snookered again. Efren come up off his chair there and watching the shot.
Well, I cannot tell if he can see this ball, John.
Well, I think he can see it, Jerry, but I don't think he can see enough of the ball to make.
Well, at this point, if he can see half of that ball, do you go for the cross-corner bank?
I think so. I think the cross-corner bank is definitely on. Yeah, as you can see there, he can't see the full part of the 4. But he may try to jump shot.
Yeah, or a little swerve.
Okay, he's trying to jump shot. But see, the only bad part about it is the 7's a long way away from the cue ball. And then the 4's not far from the 7.
Yeah, but you know he doesn't have to jump it just a little bit to get over that edge of that 7.
Well, I don't think that's the problem. I think what it is so far away from the cue ball that it's hopping kind of into the 7.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I think you're looking across corner here. Okay, and
he got the double kiss, but a bit of a fortunate double kiss in that it doesn't sit up easily.
Okay, he's in frustration. He hit his cue onto the table, and that kind of made a funny sound. I hope he didn't crack his cue or nothing.
Well, you can't blame the man for being terribly frustrated. He tried a great shot and got an unfortunate kiss. It's been a bad night for Oliver.
Well, I think you'll see. I don't know if you'll see Efren banking this or playing safe. He's playing safe and going for the 9 ball. This is going to be right up under.
He's going to hide behind that 9 ball.
Well, I don't know if he hid behind it. Might have gave him a little bit of a window.
Well, there may be a window, but it's a long way to the ground.
Well, if there's a window here, Jerry, he can hit the right side of the pink 4 here. Try to maybe cut it into the left-hand corner pocket. Send the cue ball 2 rails toward the 9. That may be a shot he can take on.
All right.
Or if he can hit the left side of the 4, maybe try to make the 4, you know, in the right-hand corner pocket and just try to send the cue ball down table. He may be trying to make it in the right-hand corner.
We'll see what he has in mind.
Okay,
sends it toward the right-hand corner.
And he's played a safety on behind it. Very nice shot.
Great shot. He brings Efren to the table in a tough situation.
For your viewers at home here, you know, the shot Oliver just played, He made sure if he missed it to overcut the ball, because it's always going to get to the back rail and going to get safed. Whereas if he hits it full, it's going to be the opposite.
This is the most obvious path for this ball to take here.
Yep, you'll see Efren just kick and try to hit this ball full to maybe keep the cue ball there. And that's where he hit it. Kept the cue ball there. Here comes the 4 back behind the balls again.
A brilliant kick shot.
Very nice.
And Oliver comes to the table with yet another block. Well, all I see for the man is a pair of one-rail escapes. This just has to be a stomach-twisting attempt by Ortmann.
Ooh,
oh, and he came
wow,
so
it went
close.
off the bottom rail and still didn't go in. That's pretty unfortunate there.
And he set this up now.
Let's see this again. That's pretty unfortunate for the ball to hit the bottom rail, go off of it, and catch the 9 so thin that it hits the side rail.
Efren Reyes mopping up this table. This will send him into the quarterfinals. It will send Oliver home.
Okay, 6 down.
Well, we're sorry, Oliver, but it's almost over now.
Been a tough night for Oliver.
Oh, boy.
Okay. 1 ball from the quarterfinals.
Efren Reyes moves on along the tournament chart. The fans in the arena very happy with this result.
So confirmation of all those results. Oliver Ortmann going down 11-6 to Efren Reyes. Victories though for Marcus Chamat, Kunihiko Takahashi and Earl the Pearl Strickland. Well, quarterfinals up next, and this is how it's looking in the top half of the draw. Efren Reyes against Francisco Bustamante and Johnny Archer against Ching Shun Yang. The other half of the draw sees Earl the Pearl Strickland against Kunihiko Takahashi. Marcus Chamat meets Takeshi Okamura. Join us next time for more action from the Hasseröder World Pool Championship 2002. Hi there, welcome back. The quarterfinals underway. Francisco Bustamante taking on Efren Reyes. We can join it with a 9th rack in progress. The score is 4 racks all.
There's the short jump cue. Here's Francis stabbing down.
He looks to be cueing on the left of this, but he does cue across. Well, that was...
Ball shot.
1 for the lads in the slips.
That was a true jump shot. Just making sure that the ball didn't get any damage from the metal floor here. Jumped over 2 balls and jumped over the chalk, jumped over Efren's foot, jumped over everything, and Efren won't be jumping over this 1 to get to the 9. He'll be using the 1 straight onto the 9. The easiest peasiest of wins in this rack.
Filipino equivalent of yardy, yardy, yardy. Clever clogs. Have a bit of that. Is there a shot here?
Yeah, the jump shot. No, you can clip the 1 here and try and miss the green 6, bringing the cue ball down into a safe area. Bit thicker than he would have liked. Perhaps not. Sorry about that, Efren.
Well, slap your knees,
Yeah,
Steve
sorry,
Davis.
sorry.
Question in the Maestro.
Apologies. I'll blame the fact I couldn't see the whole table from that angle. Marvellous shot there from Efren Reyes, flirting a little bit with that corner pocket. Once again, asking the question to the Bustamante, get your break, get your jump cue out. We have a lot of interest in this match around the world. Oh my God, he's gone 2-1. What a shot that was.
Oh, well, shot of the tournament. Definitely one of the top 3 we've seen. Just look at this.
I'm going out and buying one of them. Where'd you get them? I want one of those. I want a Bustamante jump cue tomorrow.
Fantastic shot by the maestro. Oh, yes, heart of the pocket.
One of the shots of the tournament. And you can imagine if that was in the
Absolutely.
last rack, that would have been one of the mega shots ever played in the game.
Didn't that bloke Sam Davis do a very good shot length of the table, hit the black pot the 9 the other night, that Davis bloke?
Sammy Davis Jr., Sam Davis. Well, yeah, but that was a skillful shot and played for Bustamante, and immediately puts... Oh, gets stuck into that, mate. Yes. Oh, dropped a bit. Shh, don't eat loudly. You know what happened earlier in the he's going for another bit.
Yes, a bit of side on that, a bit of right-hand side.
Now, why,
he's got it!
Why go for that bit when he could have gone for the outside bit? If I could just illustrate that, he could have gone with the outside bit and got less chocolate on the side of his mouth. Reyes going, swerving off 2 cushions, perhaps even 1, to try and contain this situation. He could be in trouble here, though. I think he's going to be, other than the fact that it's going to be very, very awkward queuing for Francisco Bustamante. Bustamante's going to get the step ladders out here to get enough backspin on this. Oh, he can just get by it without having to jack his cue up in the air. He's going to be rammed up behind this 7 ball and the 8.
Race to 11, I'll remind you. And this could be very, very tight in the later stages.
2 choices for Reyes. The 2 cushion escape round the back of the 9 or the 1 cushion escape.
Step in, Busty.
Yes, but not as easy to step in as you would initially think. That 5 ball has made this 2 missable. And also the positional side of the shot is very difficult as well.
Yeah, he could sling the white, having hit so thin. Well, no trouble then. Sweet on the red.
He made that look very easy. He's not ideally placed on the 3. Cue ball will be going away from the orange 5, and if at any time you're confused as to the order of the balls, just check along the bottom of the screen. Most of the time we show which balls are left remaining on the table and which balls and the order of which they have to be potted in. This is a straightforward sequence we've seen many times before.
And always remember, you are allowed to billiard or to plant from the low ball to a different ball. Say the 6 is on the pocket and you're on the 1, you're going to roll up and knock it in. And if the 9's looking adjacent, you can whack the low ball into the 9.
Bit of a dodgy shot there by Bustamante, getting a bit of unwanted spin on the ball. It's made the cue ball stay closer to the cushion than he wanted, but a great recovery.
And a great bit of English to make this angle perfect for a little old dink out from the cush. Stop shot needed here. 5 apiece.
And unlike a couple of the matches yesterday that tended to drag on for ages, this match is motoring through. 5-5. Bustamante pulls it back.
So a tense, nervous match. We're moving on to the 15th rack now. The score 7-7.
Reyes frustrated with the break. Not as much leg kick there. And that 1, once again, if the 1 isn't going in the pocket for Reyes, it is making its way to that head cushion, as it's known in head string cushion, as it's known in 9-ball pool. The bottom of the table for snooker players is in all sorts of trouble. He produced the bank. And looking like 8-7 to Reyes. What a fascinating match this is. You know, it's over so quickly. I mean, they're playing at roughly twice the speed of racks as the table upstairs, which is obviously a much more considered match. You never can tell how the balls go. If they go in awkward positions, you get slower racks. But these two players have played in open table play more or less to perfection.
Well, that's a great tribute. I think the whole thing is that, again, unbelievable genius and madness and the mad shots. The shots that they can conceive are probably in a broader spectrum or band of knowledge or imagination than anybody else's. The Filipinos take a kick as for granted. They take bank shots for granted. They take jump shots, as we've seen at part of Efren. There is a lot of imagination in every circumstance, hence a quick game.
Oh, what an unlucky break. How did that cue ball get up in that pocket? Just have a look. Every rack of 9 ball is a different split. How did the cue ball make its way into that pocket? How unlucky is that? And that probably equals the bad luck that Francisco had in rack 2 when he was so unfortunate in scratching. But at this critical stage of the match, obviously the mistakes and the bad luck become magnified.
Here we go then. Don't see any problems other than that the brown's a bit adjacent to the pink, so there's limited angles and attack there.
Yes, I wondered there whether Francisco Bustamante could have knocked that brown into the pink away from the pocket, but obviously it must pot quite easily past the brown 7 into open play once again. The only problem where the 4 is that confident play by Bustamante at a time when confidence is needed. It's around this time in the match that the nerves start to increase. Just didn't like the bridging position of his hand there. He's awkwardly placed on the cushion. Very strong bridge though, strong fingers.
Well, Earl reckons, talking about that bridge, Earl Strickland told me that the Brits, when he saw them first time about 5 years ago to Muscovy, you have to learn the loop bridge to get maximum effect, he said. Do you agree? Must you use the loop bridge 90% of the time?
Well, the loop bridge is strange, you know, from a potting perspective.
Buster here then, looking good for 9-8 in a race to 11. Heart of the pockets.
Somewhere down the line there's going to be a critical point in this match where the balls don't go in open play and a big decision has got to be made and a big rack is won. It hasn't happened yet. It would be unlikely if the whole match was played without that most critical moment, but at the moment in open play Bustamante is very much on course. He retains the break off. What a marvellous break. Look at the control on that cue ball. Hit dead centre on the 1, top spin, whipping the ball back to the middle of the table. You can't ask for a better break than that. He's got to be careful he doesn't lose the 1 over the pocket and send it along the top rail. Oh, that was magnificent as well. Knew exactly what was going to happen. Every reason to believe that Bustamante goes 2 racks in front with 3.
Efren won it.
Ooh. Just sneaked in. Perhaps a little bit of nerves and tensions coming into that shot, but he did play the ball at the right speed, gave it every chance of dying into the pocket, and all of a sudden Bustamante once again in perfect position. And also thinking back along the match, that jump shot, the 3rd jump shot that Bustamante played, how important has that been in the match? He was in all sorts of trouble there until he cut that ball.
Here we go, and 2 cushions to make this. He could do this standing up in the dark in a hammock.
Great break, got a bit of action on the one he didn't want, on the cue ball he didn't want.
Oh, but look how the one is landed. Game over, you'd reckon.
Very much. Monstrous break again from Bustamante. Didn't like what happened to the cue ball. It got a massive kick off the green 6. Bustamante so close and looks very cool and very collected, and you wouldn't bet against him missing any of these last 3 balls.
Trickles the green in. Sweet as you would like. Sweet as you'd like on this black. Just got to work it into the cush. Game over. Francisco Bustamante sinks the hopes of the former champ Efren Reyes.